Hello, Facebook. How is it going? I am here to very quickly show you the power of primer. The power of the primer. We've been talking about the primer and why you need it for your makeup and what it does for your skin and all that fun stuff in my beauty blog, and I wanted to bring this to, hey Courtney, I wanted to bring this to my wall because I feel like this is a fun little trick. So if you follow me or any other Younique presenter, I'm sure you've seen posts with an orange, and this orange has makeup on it, and it's showing the power of primer because oranges have these like super cute, like pore-like dents in them. And it's a really great representation of skin and what happens when you put primer on your skin. So we are going to be using Younique's Touch Primer, Touch Glorious Primer. And first I'm going to kind of separate this orange into a couple of different chunks. So I am going to do half the orange and put primer on half, and then we'll leave the other side empty. Hey Trina, so let's divide this again. So we're going to divide it into 4 chunks here. And what you're going to do, or what I'm going to do to show you guys, is I'm going to put a smiley face on the primer side and a sad face on the not prime side. Okay, so I'm just drawing on this with my Sharpie right now to be able to tell which side's which. But anyways, this is just a great representation of what primer can do for your skin. And now if you have issues with pores, fine lines, if your skin is really oily or really dry, or if you find that your makeup doesn't last all day long, or if you have issues with you're using a ton of makeup to get the effect that you want, then primer is for you, okay? And if you want to know more details about primer, get in my beauty blog. I will link it below. But get in my beauty blog because we're talking all things primer right now. Hey Michelle, hey Caitlin, hey Jessica. So I've got 2 sides of this orange marked with a sad face and 2 marked with a smiley face. And now I'm just going to take my primer and I am going to put a dab on the side with the smiley faces, okay? Hey Danny. So, and I'm going to put it on both sides here and just rub it in like I would as if this were my face. And now already I can see like the primer is taking away a lot of the shine on the orange, and so it's mattifying. I don't know if you can see the difference between this side and this side. Like it's more matte, less shiny. So the primer is going to mattify this. And essentially primer is just going to make your makeup go on a heck of a lot smoother. Thank you, ladies. I was talking to Mandy, because Mandy did this for me. And she's like, it's perfect. It's like a summery version of your signature red. I was like, that's perfect. Like, that is exactly what I want. Because I'm obsessed with my red hair. I love that. But I really felt like I needed a change for the summertime. And I feel like she really nailed it. Like, she just threw some highlights in there. Did this, like, melty thing on my roots so it would look okay. I love it. All right, so now you do want your primer to dry. So we're going to let the primer dry for just a second. And we are going to, I just don't want to, I thought for a second maybe I had put primer on one of the sad face sides, but I didn't. Okay, so we're going to apply, one of the quarters is going to get liquid foundation on it. And so one of the primer sides is going to get liquid foundation. One of the not prime sides will also get liquid foundation, so you guys can see the difference. You're going to be seriously amazed at how much less product you need when you use primer. So that's a great representation. And then we're going to put concealer on the other half. And that's going to be a really great representation of how primer fills in like fine lines and wrinkles and pores and that kind of thing, and really smooths everything out. So you'll see that a little bit will go a lot further with the primer side, and it is going to amaze you. So if you have seen any Younique posts about this magical orange, if you're anything like me, I thought it was kind of a hoax. I was like, they edited that, like there's more to it. They didn't just put primer on this orange, but you guys, I'm gonna show you, it's real. So those pictures that you see of oranges, that whether it was a post I did or another presenter's post, it's legit. Too legit to quit. Michelle, yes, I put primer all over my face. I put it on my eyelids. I put it everywhere. And I do it right after my moisturizer in the morning so I can really lock in that moisture. I just give my moisturizer a second to dry and soak in, and then you're good to go. So I just put it all over my face like I would a face lotion, and then you let it dry for like 5 minutes, and then you are set to apply your makeup, and it's going to go on so smooth, so flawless. You are going to love it, okay? So smiley face side has primer. Sad face side does not, okay? So let's start with liquid foundation. So I'm going to turn this so we have a sad face that's not primed. Happy face is primed. We're going to put a drop of foundation on both and blend them in, and you guys are going to be able to see the difference there. I don't have enough hands for this. So I'm going to shake this up. And now I have seen so many girls do this, and I haven't done mine because I did this a while back, and the results just seriously amazed me. Okay, so we've got our foundation. We're going to put a drop on the not prime side. Oh, come on. Really? And then a drop on the prime side. Okay. So now I just want to show you guys, not prime side. This is velour liquid foundation, okay? So if you got the liquid gold foundation and put it on your skin without primer, that's what it's going to look like. And now watch the side with the primer. So this is showing how much further your makeup is going to go when you use a primer, okay? So primer, no primer. Let me spread it out more. So this side, you can see how it's like watery. It doesn't look like it's really holding anywhere. And this side, like look how much more like pigmented that color is. And it's a lot creamier, like it's staying where I'm putting it a lot better than on this side, okay? So it's going a lot further, a smaller amount is going a lot further on the prime side than on this side, okay? So now let's do the primer. Primer's right here, no primer, with the concealer. Because this one really blew me away, because I was like, holy smokes, like, are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm just putting a drop of the concealer. So this is on the not prime side. I should wash my hands, but. So that is the concealer on the not prime side. All right, so you can see that it kind of doesn't really fill in. It's kind of spotty. And now the concealer, like I said, this is what blew me away. This is the concealer on the prime side. Look at that, you guys. Like, look at how much smoother that looks. Like, are you kidding me? That's concealer with no primer. Concealer with primer. Like, holy schmoly. Concealer, no primer. Concealer with primer. Let's talk about it. No primer, primer. Which would you rather have? Honestly, like, what would you rather see when it comes to your own makeup? Use a primer, or don't use a primer, or use a primer. I would use a primer every single time. So let's flip it back to the foundation. So this is foundation with no primer, and that's foundation with primer. No primer, it's spottier, the coverage isn't as consistent, and then that is with primer. No primer, with primer. So how awesome is that, you guys? You don't need an orange to tell you that you need to be wearing primer, okay? All right, so that's concealer, no primer, concealer with primer. So I need to not get this concealer all over my clothes. So if you guys are investing in high quality makeup, whether it's Younique or not, please get a primer. You can go to Ulta, Sephora, whatever. Get yourself a primer so you're not wasting your makeup, for real. Let's talk about it, okay? All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Primer, concealer, foundation, all the products I demoed in this video, they are on sale this month. So feel free to message me if you want more information on how to get your hands on these goodies, all right? Otherwise, have a fantastic night. I'm off to go pick up some Chinese food and head out to John's and totally gorge on amazing Chinese food. So again, if you have any questions, let me know, but go get yourself some primer, and this is one reason why. All right, have a great night, ladies. Bye.